Hello. We have audio. The video is also on our YouTube page, youtube.com/Ras and Jazz Sports. If you type in Martin Luther King, all of our videos featuring him will come up. This is one where the Reverend Dr. the Reverend Jesse Jackson, the mentee of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., is talking about what type of man he was and then what made him go the religious route. So listen to this historic audio right now.
One of the greatest men to walk the face of the earth, be your mentor. What was Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. like as a man? Powerful intellectual. He thought thoroughly and deeply. Dr. King finished high school at 15. He finished college at 19. He finished seminary at 22 and his PhD at 26. While he carried himself as a kind of practical guy, which he was an awfully strong intellectual. But he applied his knowledge onto action. And that's kind of what made him different. Most guys, that kind of education would tend to not be as applied as much as he did. And this guy, he had the Riverside Church, Boston University type education, and yet he was with the gospel workers in Memphis and everything in between. And at the end, he gave it all up, and he wouldn't have had it any other way. I mean, he's having his shoes on, fighting for poor people. It's like Jesus went out on the boat after working all day and a lot of excitement. The storm came suddenly. Much of the men's lives, a man of the Lord. Kind of born in the church, grew up in the church, and then he gave it all up, and he wouldn't have had it any other way. I mean, he's having his shoes on, fighting for poor people. And in some sense, that's how we measure character. How we treat the least to be. What was your biggest inspiration in turning to Christ and becoming a man of the Lord? Well, kind of born in the church, grew up in the church. My mother was in the choir, father's a trustee, so it's church orientation. I came under the full knowledge of Christ as a child in one sense, but then I went to seminary. That's when I was able to see Jesus born, under questionable circumstances, born on the death warrant, born poor. He went to Egypt as a refugee, came back and never stopped fighting for poor people. His ministry is defined by how you treat the least of these. He's right there in my life. So the Jesus of Galilee, not the Jesus of Constantine, the Jesus of Galilee who kept his foot on the pedal for poor people, is Jesus that is worth worshiping. Final question. When is a time in your life when your faith, when your belief in Jesus Christ was most important to you? Well, faith tests keep coming. Faith tests keep on coming, and you have to live daily. You can anticipate when hardship comes. It's like Jesus went out on the boat after working all day and a lot of excitement. The storm came suddenly. Much of men's life's challenges come suddenly, like the storm did. And when the storm comes, that's a faith tester. You can't jump overboard. You can't turn on each other. You have to turn to the master of the ship, because these circumstances are so painful and so traumatic, and they are tests. But it says no test, no testimony. Thank you very much. This is the checkers game where grandson and granddad.
That was the end of that conversation. This video is going to be short, because the audio is over now. And we have something beeping here. So we're going to let you go. But, there's plenty of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. stuff out there today. I have plenty of it on the Raz and Jazz channel. Uh, to be quick, just type in Martin Luther King, and all of the videos like people like Jesse Jackson speaking about Dr. King, Stephen A. Smith, Steve Mills, Doris Burke, others speaking about this great man. So check it out. Peace.